Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Guys, welcome back to the tribe. So, in the spirit keeping of getting up much closer to Halloween, I have pulled out some candles, some flowers, some mini pumpkins, some gourds that I bought. I love gourds. I collect them every year. And I dry them out. I keep some of them. They can be made into rattles. Something interesting to do with your kids if you have younger kids or grandkids. And I was pulling out my decks and trying to focus on what would be, what did the angels and the ancestors, what do they want to tell me about this seasonal energy or what was coming in. And pretty much the message was they want me to do some shorts on specific people to maybe spark your intuition, help open up information from past lives, dreams, opening up chakras, opening up third eyes, opening up everything. With this going into winter, this is the really a great time to because most people slow down. Well, where I'm at, we definitely slow down because we get a couple of feet of snow, and it's really good to get grounded, do a lot of meditations, do a lot of things, working on yourself, your shadow self, working on healing things. And this is just that time of year. So, and with Halloween coming up, that's getting ready to be a holiday of honoring our passed on and unlived ancestors and members of family and stuff. So, it's just a time to reflect on what the year has brought as we get to the closer to the end of the year. Okay, so I don't know how long this message is going to go, but I started shuffling all my decks like I do, and when I started shuffling the Native Spirit deck, which tells me about people, cards just started falling out everywhere. Okay. And the last one that fell out before I asked what was going to come of this was the tracker card. So this is like a message to somebody that becomes some kind of tracker. Okay. Rather you, track animals or you track people for a living, or in whatever way tracker is talking about you. Okay, and it came at the end of the message instead of the front of the message, and so therefore I think this is someone that becomes some kind of tracker that attracts things to them, looks for certain things, travels. I'm seeing going to different places, different lands, doing different things, different people that become trackers or have that tracker energy to them. And the first thing they wanted me to say, let y'all know of, was that these are peaceful people. These people that have this tracker energy. They are not necessarily the quiet spoken ones, but the ones who are grounded, who see the light of the world in a different way. They're the peacekeepers, the peacemakers, the ones that are trying to make a difference, but not in a loud way. Okay, even if they're a loud person themselves, they do it in a quiet way. They don't talk about their accomplishments. They just make a difference as they go about their lives, and that brings them a lot of comfort and joy. Okay, so is this you? Is this you? Are you a peace pipe type of person? Okay. Maybe that's how the tracker energies come about, is you actually have that natural energy in you that attracts wounded people to you, that you heal in some sort of way. And this feels like, usually the ancient card talks to me about being grounded, light coming in, understanding things. But today they're telling me it's talking about something that's been in your lineage, in your family, ever since the beginning of time. That's why it's considered ancient. Okay? And this is, they're saying, okay, I'm hearing every fifth generation, somebody in this line of your family comes out, and this is going to be you this time. And it's going to actually, okay, so they're saying somebody's going to be reminded of a relative from the past that they're going to feel more like, who was a lot like them. Oh, okay. So they're showing me, like, maybe in your family, everybody looks like mom, but you're the only one that looks like dad. Okay, maybe you look like mom and everybody else looks like dad. Okay, and for a fact those are your brothers and sisters, right? I mean, we're not talking about anybody doing anything. You're just the one that's the oddball of the group. Like maybe there's 3, 4, 5 of y'all, but you're the maybe even of brothers, sisters, and nieces and nephews. You're the one that does not look like the rest of the family. Okay, so maybe your skin tone's different or your eyes are different, and come to find out your great aunt or great uncle a couple of generations back, you look just like them. Okay, on your dad's side, on your mom's side, whatever the case may be. Okay, this is something that pops up every so many generations in your family. Okay, and you are coming into your power. This is the thunder drum of beating to the dancing to the tune of your own drum. But this is you coming into your power. And it's like one day you're just going along, and all of a sudden, things are starting to come into you. But then all of a sudden, like a lightning bolt, you get all these shock. You're like they're showing me chakras, but they're also showing me all your everything lights up. You're showing me just lights opening up, and kind of like the picture, you're standing there, and you've been getting all these little sensations, right? And then all of a sudden, like a lightning bolt, something traumatic, either something traumatic or some kind of, it could even possibly be a lightning storm, or something shifts and changes in some sort of way, that all of a sudden you're seeing clearer than you've ever seen before of what your journey is. And this is I'm feeling like this is not, because they're pointing out the person here, okay? And they're saying that this is not somebody like, this is somebody that's like in their late 20s, 30s, anywhere from like 20 to 40 in that age group maybe, okay? And you're just starting to see and feel all this come in. And you've been waiting for it because you've been feeling it, okay? And this is when you even stand out even more. But you don't really talk about it. A lot of things open up for you, okay? All this light comes in, and it feels like, for some reason, I'm picking up on Celtic energy today. Like maybe you have Irish, French, German, Dutch, or Scottish, English, some in that part of the country, right, where they believe in fairies, and they believe in the wee ones, or they believe in gnomes, and they believe in, and it runs through your family, and it feels like somehow you're touching this energy in some sort of way, and there's just this huge big glow up, and it's lighting the way to your path, and you just know this is the way you need to go. I'm also feeling like there's maybe even part of some ancestor energy here. Some kind also of, whatever type of religion belief or spiritual belief, I'm hearing more spiritual than anything else, that you feel drawn to. Something also maybe with animals, fairies, gnomes, just some kind of special energy that you are feeling drawn to. Makes you, I'm hearing the magician. They're drawing my attention to these couple of trees right here, and I'm not really sure why. And this feels like somebody, even though it looks like, there's kind of a heart in here. There's also microchism, macrochism. There's also a rune in here. But they're drawing my attention to this, like maybe you do some kind of rituals, or maybe you go out in nature and do rituals, and every time you get done doing meditations or something outside, you notice that you're pulling in animal energy. Maybe you see butterflies, dragonflies, all kind of butter moths, just all kind of woodland type creatures that you don't normally see. But every time you go outside and do something, it lights up everything around you, and they get drawn to you. That's also a type of tracker energy on the flip side of it. And it always makes you laugh. I'm hearing it always makes you laugh. And you don't really share it with nobody, because you're like, people would think I was nuts if they knew all the animals were being attracted to me. But it's something you do on a natural level. Maybe you were also a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout when you were younger, or a Brownie, member or something like that. There's showing me somebody that used to traipse around the woods a lot when they were younger, and were always amazed at they're kind of showing me a Boy Scout now. Somebody that was always amazed at seeing the caterpillars, the all the insect life, like, right? And the birds and this might even be somebody that works for the National Forest Committee at some point in time. Anyway, you understand outside nature in a way that feels very natural to you. You're on the outside looking in the fishbowl too as well. I'm feeling like this is kind of like a fishbowl too, and you just see and understand a lot of things that other people don't. That's another thing that stands out about you and your family, and gives you this tracker energy as well. You can find things. Things are drawn to you. It works both ways. You're like some type of magnetic energy pole and this doesn't feel like somebody that's a very loud type of person. This feels like somebody that's really kind of mellow, but they have this huge inner strength. I'm going to have to pull some runes on that. Huge inner strength. Let me pull a couple of runes on that. What do you want to tell me about this tracker? Also, just so you know, heart of source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. This is who you are. This is who you are. And you are very comfortable with that. You don't care what other people think. Maybe you spend a lot of time alone. That's why I'm seeing you as being very peaceful. Whoever this message is for. What else do you want to tell me about this tracker? What else to identify this tracker person? What are some of their strengths? What needs to stand out? Birth, feminine energy. You might have at one time dealt with, I'm literally seeing somebody helping, like a deer have a baby fawn, or someone helping, I can't really make out what it is, but someone that would take the time out to help an animal in need, help a kitten give birth, or a dog, or take in baby squirrels, maybe baby foxes. Anyway, you're just very, very, very comfortable out in the outdoors and in the nature. It's all part of your genetic makeup. You definitely see the divinity and the divine in things. Oh, you might also divine with might also use those tuning forks, or the divinity finding water. They're showing me that Y that makes they're pointing out the Y on that. Somebody that looks for water. Maybe that's what you do on the side. Very special gifts. You have very special gifts with this tracker energy. And the older you get, the more it's going to come out. Because you know what your path is. This is a very quiet but hugely strong person on the inside. Very much so. Very much so. Okay, Hagalaz normally means elemental disruption, but what they're showing me is somebody who would go outside to save an animal in a bad storm, or somebody that would go to, okay, so they're showing me I always have to laugh when they do this. So they're pointing out when Hurricane Katrina came through in Mississippi 20-something years ago, okay, over in Louisiana, we saw on the news that Matthew McConaughey, he's an actor, for those of you that don't know him, that are from Canada, I don't even know where the dude's from, but anyway, he went to Louisiana to help save animals that were drowning and stuff, right? This is somebody that would go out in a storm to help save animals, help save people. You have those kind of, you would actually, maybe that's also where the tracker energy comes in, is you have a sense about where to find people. That's another ability or possible ability of someone that's got this tracker energy. Okay. And, okay, so Fihu normally means learning new things, abundance, going into the future, schooling, money, and I feel like somebody, you might also I mean, normally I would think that this would be maybe somebody that would use those skills and maybe that's where part of their living comes from. But I also feel like you're a, what do they call those people that, humanitarian or the, that's not the right word. The one people that go out and they will donate money to a cause. It's not humanitarian though. It's, to causes of different things. I can't think what the word is. Somebody tell me in the comments, please. But like a humanitarian, they would donate money to a cause, okay? And there's a word, special word for it. And you know this journey very well. You might be very much in touch with some of your past life energy that when things come up on your journey going into the future, you just have that knowing. You just have that knowing. Oh, they're telling me that's the next one there. Okay. What else? What else about this person? You listen to your your ancestors, you listen to your higher guidance, your higher self. You listen and look for signs and synchronicities. Actually, you use a lot of signs and synchronicities whenever you're out in nature. You're very in tune with vibrational energy. Thurius is a doorway. Thurius is a doorway that talks about letting go of the past, realizing that everything that's taking you to get to the path that you're at right now, to walk through a new doorway, to leave all the stuff behind. But they're showing that you willingly go through different doorways all the time that lead to all kinds of, it's like your life is faster paced. You will drop what you're doing in a heartbeat to go help. You've got strength and movement also coming up. So your inner strength, that, or maybe this is your biggest strength, is that you are willing to drop things and go. And at some point in the future, it's what's going to bring in your joy. It brings in your joy already, but it's going to bring in your prosperity, your money. There's going to be a lot of movement in the near future. I feel like you're going to be one of those movers and shakers that's behind the scenes, though, because you don't talk about it. I keep running into that energy. Guys, I'm a talker, but I keep running into that energy of people that don't talk very much, which is the total opposite of me, right? That's another 555. That's a 555 message too, guys. Look at there. 5. That actually told me 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see what all they give me on this doorway here. So that's this. So, what else? What else may be behind the scenes for this person? Definitely heart energy is what they're led mostly by, is their heart. So I know, let's do this instead. I'm going to do this instead, which I don't do very often, but we're going to do this instead. What do they not see coming that's going to bring them even more joy and happiness? So nothing's coming apparent to mind. Okay, it doesn't feel like another gateway is going to open. This deck's not, it's not coming forth. So let's see. So, which deck? Which deck? Okay. I can do that. All right, guys. So I'm going to shuffle these ones. What energy do you want them to see? This is the time traveler deck, since we are talking about going, if somebody's going along their journey into the future. What other energy is going to be around them, or what do they need to know about? Okay, one on the bottom. You will be protected going into the future. This is the cave of the Hans Argentina protection. So you are protected. Your angels and ancestors are protecting you as you move out into the future. And as you go into the future, you're going to have a huge breakthrough. So this feels like that breakthrough up with this thunder energy here. One more. Okay. After this breakthrough, you're going to have some kind of transcending energy coming in. For whoever this is for, that's led by your heart. That says tracker energy. Breakthrough on the process of self-change. And transcending in some sort of way. Atlantis. So, this is coming. For whoever this message is for, this is what's coming for you. And I feel like this breakthrough, this transcending happens after you realize after you realize that you are the one with the tracker energy. It may be something you already know, but I'm hearing enlightenment. Someone doesn't realize that they're already doing it, or they're already on this path of being this tracker person, until somebody points it out to them. Somebody you know that's in the know points this out to you, like in a conversation or something like that. And that's where this breakthrough and transcending, where you start going on this path. Okay, that's this doorway right here that they're talking about. Okay, and that's where the strength and the movement comes in. And it somehow makes you feel like you have, because then we got the purification room. And one more from the bottom. Life force energy. They're saying stop. Okay, so the protection, breakthrough, heart of source. Not everybody, I think, realizes that sometimes that everything's coming from maybe. Okay, they're saying the heart chakra. Take this how this resonates and comes in for you guys. This is they're wanting me to leave it right there. Okay, so this is I don't know who this message is meant for, but that's going to be your greatest strength, is when you go through that doorway, and that thunder drum energy. And they're saying leave it right there. All right, guys. I hope this helps somebody. Tracker.